Sometimes it is not fear that holds people back from moving in the direction they feel like God is calling them into, but sometimes it's this fact that we find ourselves teeter-tottering, right? Okay, on one hand, I feel like God is calling me into something, and on one end, it's like, but I'm comfortable here, and it's a risk to move. Maybe I should stay put. At the same time, I don't want to miss what God is calling me into. Maybe I'm going to ask God for another sign. You see where I'm going here? We're teeter-tottering. We're going back and forth. Sometimes we do not realize that God has already given us signs and told us in previous seasons what we need to do. Because sometimes God will speak something into the spirit. He'll speak it 1 year, and sometimes it may take us a year or two to go by before that thing actually manifests. Okay? One reason is because God has us in a preparation period, right? God has spoken something. Now I need you to get you ready for it, right? But what we tend to do is keep asking God for signs because we believe, hey, I'm looking for something, God, in particular. When you ask God for a sign and he grants your request, right? He grants the petition that whatever it is you were asking for, don't complain about the form that it arrives in, okay? The reason being is because you can be like, God, I'm going to move and do whatever you told me to do if you do this, right? If you show me this. And then you may not realize that God is actually acting upon what you said. He is showing you a sign, but because it did not arrive the way you were thinking in your imagination, it's like, God, that's not it. Let me ask God one more time. So God, if it be thy will, show me this, that, and the other. And God is like, I already showed you. But see, the thing about it, when it doesn't look like what we want it to look like, that again is another excuse, I would say, to keep us stagnant, to keep us teeter-tottering. Okay, God, I want this. Am I going to believe you for it? Step into it with my faith no matter what. We have to realize that God is going to move according to how he chooses to do, not according to how we wish, okay? So we have to begin to trust God and depend on him and believe him, okay? And that's the thing, that's really the question. Do we really have enough faith and trust in God to believe and walk into whatever he is calling us to without another sign?